After Apple unveiled the Apple Intelligence features that will be included in its phones later this year at WWDC 2024 this past week, one thing became abundantly evident. Most of us will need to purchase a new iPhone if we want to experience things like a more contextually aware Siri assistant, along with writing and image creation tools. This is because the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, which are both equipped with Apple's A17 Pro system on a chip, are now the only iPhone models that can run Apple Intelligence. It's likely that when the iPhone 16 models launch this autumn, the number of phones that enable Apple Intelligence will rise. So will there be a rush of iPhone upgrades later this year as customers yearn to embrace the wild new world of Apple Intelligence-enabled devices? Assume that opinion is divided. Apple Intelligence will drive a super cycle of upgrades for Apple in the years to come, as consumers are going to be hungry for these AI features, which are only available on newest, top-of-the-line iPhones. Nabila Popel, Senior Research Director at IDC, said. Tuong Nguyen, a Director Analyst at Gartner, is unsure, at least not just now. While the Apple Intelligence features announced were meaningful, the improvements introduced aren't really why people buy new phones or change ecosystems, he stated. Those two perspectives on iPhone sales increasing due to Apple Intelligence features in the long run maybe, but certainly not right away, are likely to mirror what many people are thinking immediately after seeing those AI-powered capabilities in action. However, whether or not an iPhone 16 is in your immediate plans, there appears to be a consensus that Apple Intelligence will be a significant element of the iPhone experience in the future, just as AI should be a major driver of smartphone innovation across the industry. Nguyen cites Arthur C. Clarke's comment about advanced technology being indistinguishable from magic to explain Apple and others' efforts to include AI elements in their smartphones. The smartphone will be around for about 2 decades. Users are becoming numb to how incredible it is to have a mobile gadget that can constantly entertain, deliver practically any information you desire, and provide real-time or near real-time connections with almost everyone in the world, Nguyen added. AI takes this experience and enables this already magical device to become magical again, enabling users to interact with the device in a multitude of more intuitive ways, provide a contextual understanding of the user and environment to further improve these interactions, and more. That description appears to apply to Apple Intelligence. And while Apple claims that its AI capabilities will function across all of its platforms, in fact, iPads and Macs with M1 chips and higher will be able to use Apple Intelligence, many of the initial features appear to have been created specifically for the iPhone. iPhone users will be able to use a function called Rewrite, which can propose various tones and wording, as well as a proofreading feature to check their grammar. Summaries appear across various apps, including notifications that highlight crucial data. Aside from the AI-powered writing tools, Apple Intelligence focuses mainly on image creation. Users be able to design their emoji or Jinmojis, as Apple calls them, using text prompts, and an image playground tool will allow users to create photos for messages. The iOS 18 Photos app will include a memories feature that allows you to construct a photo collection using text prompts, replete with its organizational chapters and background music. The redesign of Siri could be the centerpiece of Apple Intelligence. Apple's digital assistant should become smarter, with the capacity to perform specific activities within apps, initially built-in apps, but eventually third-party apps. More crucially, Siri is becoming context-aware, allowing you to string together instructions without having to repeat the previously mentioned apps or prompts. That is what IDC's Popel is looking forward to. To me, the best feature will be the much-awaited lifelike assistant that emerges out of Siri, a feature many of us rarely use outside of setting alarms, she stated. Assuming Siri's demos are successful, Popel believes we may soon have a new assistant that can perform tasks across apps while being context-aware of our situations and take consumers into the promised land of an app-free world. However, Apple's work with Apple Intelligence is barely beginning. When the capabilities emerge on iPhone 15 Pro versions, they will be labeled as previews, hinting that Apple wants to moderate expectations about what they will do right away. Perhaps this explains why there may not be a significant increase in iPhone upgrades this autumn merely due to Apple's intelligence. AI is a popular, but often a confusing term, especially among consumers, Nguyen stated. I believe the more relevant question is why consumers are or should be interested in AI on smartphones. I believe it is the magic that AI brings to phones, the ability to make these things we take for granted spectacular again. Stay tuned for more updates and information on the highly anticipated iPhone 16 and witness the future of foldable smartphones from Samsung. See you in my next video. Peace out.